Ladies and gentlemen, I got breaking news involving the Philadelphia 76ers. Joel Embiid has returned to practice, and this is definitely a monumental move. And ladies and gentlemen, the Sixers, they need it right about now. You are talking about the Sixers. What was they? The number one seed at a point in time. They was looking like a serious threat. They was definitely top three. You talking about a team that nearly is just lucky for the player because they would have been completely out the picture. It's no the Sixers were so dominant early that I think it's impossible for them to fall out the play-in scenario. But they are going to be a tough out in the play-in with Joel Embiid, period, because they have no business being there. Teams like Philly, pardon me, teams like New York, Cleveland, Orlando, Indy, they all benefiting, from the Sixers and Embiid and this saga, that has went on. I feel sorry for Joel Embiid because he's truly one of the greats, and he just I really, like I said, I gotta pay homage to him because he's getting surgery after surgery. He's coming back stronger, better. I mean, just got to give him nothing but respect, man. The Sixers posted, a picture of the reigning NBA MVP taking part in practice, so clearly he's on track moving forward. I want to read some reports. Make sure you hit the like button and you subscribe to Flight Sports TV for more news updates and more as we head into the postseason. The Philadelphia, pardon me, NBC Sports Philadelphia noted Embiid will travel with the team when they play 5 of their next 6 games on the road, starting Friday night against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Head coach Nick Nurse told reporters that on Wednesday's game against the Los Angeles Clippers, there's a very good likelihood Embiid will return before the end of the regular season. Embiid's status for the rest of the season has been uncertain since he had knee surgery on February 6th. He suffered a meniscus injury in the fourth quarter of Philadelphia's 118-102 loss to the Golden State Warriors on January 30th. We all know that Embiid, they said that he was going to be reevaluated in 4 weeks. Nick Nurse told reporters prior to the March 12th game against the Knicks, he was doing some on-court work. Philadelphia has been trying to keep his head above water without Embiid. The team is 13-26 in 39 games without him. It was the number 3 seed in the Eastern Conference as recently as January 29th. Since losing to the Warriors in the game where Embiid was lost, the 76ers have fallen all the way to the eighth spot, ladies and gentlemen, in the standings. And like I said, they aren't in danger of falling out of the play-in tournament. But like I said, you look at some of these matchups, I do pick them over all of the teams, that they could potentially face in the play-in. I think they beat Chicago, they beat Atlanta. If Brooklyn somehow snuck in there, they'll beat Brooklyn. Miami is just a head scratcher. I say they beat Miami too. So I do see Miami and Philly emerging out of there, and they're going to be a tough out for either the Sixers, either the Celtics or the Bucks. I feel sorry for Embiid and them, because there is still a little bit of time if they could get that 6 seed. That would be ideal for Philly, but I just don't. Can they put together a run? Can they put together a couple of wins? To salvage this season, man, is definitely needed. I got nothing but hope for Joel Embiid and company. They're listen. Embiid is a proud. He should have went number 1 in that draft, but we all know the situation. But like I said, for a guy that's on basically playing on one leg, the man was putting up 35 points per game, shooting 53% from the field, 36% from 3, 11 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. I mean, seriously, he turned it up a notch, y'all. The man went from an MVP season and then he turned it up a notch. He was definitely going to win and back-to-back MVPs. This knee situation with Embiid is just hurtful because it's just like I said, it don't seem like he's ever going to reach his full potential with all of this going on, man. I just hope that they continue to just stay above water. That's all I can tell you. In his absence, man, we got to give credit to Mr. Tyrese Maxey. He's doing everything he can, and he's got a lot. We knew it was going to be pressure on him going into this season. He's becoming, one of those guys. He's a first-time All-Star this year. James Harden, basically groomed him, when they were playing together. So clearly they got a lot of respect and affection for one another, and there's love there, but Tyrese has been holding it down since Harden has left, and now he's having to double up with Embiid being out, and there's so much he can handle. He's what did he put up 26 points his last game. He's definitely been that number one threat that he's had to been, but he would be so much better in that 2 slot, or maybe the third guy. So I think that's ideal for Tyrese Maxey. But I think that when you bring Embiid back, and they made some moves for Buddy Hield, so there's some pieces here. Or do they have that bona fide star that they lost in Harden? Absolutely not. But they can put together some good, and get themselves to where they need to get to. I got nothing but faith in the Philadelphia 76ers, man. They just got to get it together. I like Tyrese Maxey. They do really good things together. He's that 1-2 punch is solid, but without Embiid, you see what kind of team this is. You're talking about a championship, contender. I'm not gonna say that they in the running. If you a top 3 seed in the East, I mean, come on. I'm just saying, but it's always something missing. I think they should have been moved on from Tobias Harris. Because it's just like I said, every time in the postseason, it's like they need something else. They missing something. They need more. And I don't think you can put any more on Joel Embiid. The only thing I can say now is he's coming in, a little rested, but look, he's hurt. So what about the minutes restriction? There's a lot of this going into the playoffs, and we always continue to just hope for the best for Embiid. Embiid he just had surgery. He's coming back quick, and basically he's going to get thrown right into the playoffs. His mentality is something special. I think he basically mastered his knee. Don't nobody know his knee like him, so he's been through a lot of things with all of his injuries, so I just hope that he can somehow put it behind him, and like I said, they need to get either some championship pieces on him, or he need to ask for a trade. Because the reason why I say you ask for a trade is because of your injury concerns. You don't know how much longer you have. You don't have time for Morey and these guys that hope they could figure something out. You got to go somewhere and get it done. I'm going to leave it at that. It's Flight Sports TV. Peace and love. Joel Embiid is